Hello, my lovely students. I'm going to talk to you about problem number 11 on yesterday's homework assignment. I'm hoping that this might help clarify some of the questions that you guys have been emailing me. So the question is, solve this system of equations using substitution. Now we've just started this, so I'm going to try to talk through this with a lot of detail. Hopefully that will help. And if you still have questions after you've watched this video, please continue to email me. I love the amount of students who email me and asking me for help. So to start out, we have the equations 3x minus y equals 13 and 2x plus 5y equals 20. To start the process, we have to find a variable in one of these equations that's very easy to isolate. I think that this y would be very easy to isolate, so I'm going to start with that. So over here, I'm just going to write, this is my sidebar, I'm going to rewrite that equation. 3x minus y is equal to 13, and I'm going to start solving for that y. I think the easiest way to solve for that y would be to add y to both sides of the equation. That way we have y as a positive instead of a negative. So if we do that, what we get is 3x equals 13 plus y. Now y is not by himself yet, but now it is positive. That makes things much easier for us. So to get y by himself, we're going to get rid of that 13. And to do that, we'll subtract 13. So we're going to subtract 13 on both sides of our equation. Oops. So now what we're going to have is 3x minus 13 is equal to y. So y is now isolated, and we can use that to substitute into this equation up here that we haven't touched yet. So starting back over here, we're going to plug in this equation or expression for y into y in this equation. So I'll show you what that looks like. We first start writing the equation as it's presented, so 2x plus 5, but instead of y, we're going to put in this expression. So first we open our parentheses, so we have, and then we write in 3x minus 13, and then we close our parentheses. The parentheses are very important because that shows that these two terms are together, and that we have to multiply both terms by this 5, that we have to distribute that 5 later on. And then we're going to finish writing the rest of this equation up here. So equals 20. Our next step would be to simplify this expression. We're first going to start by distributing that 5 like we just talked about. So we have that 2x plus, nothing happens with that, but our next piece would be this 5 times that 3x. That will get us 15x. And then our next piece will be this 5 times this negative 13. Remember, the signs always stick to the number following them. So 5 times negative 13, that's going to get us negative 65. So we've now simplified this distribution piece, so we're going to go ahead and finish typing the rest of the equation. It all just carries down. So we have 2x plus 15x minus 65 equals 20. Our next step, we're going to combine those like terms. I want to combine those x's first. So if we have 2x plus 15x, that's going to get us 17x. And then we'll have minus 65. Oh, I keep forgetting to put spaces there. Minus 65 equals 20. And then I'm going to bring this minus 65 or negative 65 over to the other side of the equation. Since it's negative, or it's being subtracted, I'm going to add 65 to both sides of our equation, plus 65. From there, this will get us 17x equals, and 20 plus 65 is going to get us 85. At this point, all we have to do is isolate our x by getting rid of that 17. Since the 17 is being multiplied, we'll divide both sides by 17. So what that will get us is x equals 5. So now we know the solution for x. X equals 5. I'm going to add a nice horizontal. No, that is not where I wanted it to go. Shame, shame. I'm going to add a nice horizontal line here to separate out our work for getting an expression for y for this piece. So now what we're going to do is we're going to plug in x equals 5 into this expression here to solve for y. And you'll notice in our expression to solve for y, we only have an x variable, and that's intentional. Remember, we did that on purpose so we could solve or put this in for y up here. So now we're going to plug in 5 for x. So we'll have 3 parentheses 5 minus 13 equals y. So we have this nice little expression here. We can simplify it by first multiplying this 3 and this 5. That will get us 15 minus 13 is equal to y. And 15 minus 13, that's just going to get us 2. So 2 equals y, or if we write this variable first, which is what I expect in your work, y equals 2. Now, there's a common misconception that once we get to this point, we're done with the problem. And I told you guys this in class. Remember to write the solution as an ordered pair. I really hope that many of you have remembered to do that on your homework tonight. If not, I hope this serves as a great reminder. Remember, our ordered pairs are written as x, y, and to solve or to plug in the solution into this ordered pair, we put the x first, so that would be 5, and then we put the y next, and that's 2. So our solution to this system of equations is 5, 2. Now, if this still is confusing for you, or if you're struggling with pieces or you have more questions about maybe even something else, please keep emailing me. I love the amount of students who are emailing me asking for help. This is what I want from you guys, and I'm very proud of you for taking control of your learning. Otherwise, if this helps, I'm thrilled with that. Thank you guys very much, and I hope that I hear from you soon.